Good afternoon. It's after lunch, right? So welcome back. And today, this Ripple Forum will have two projects. So one is Social Enterprise Insights, SES2013 from Taiwan. They're an information platform for social enterprise, all the news and new projects and updates. And then we'll have Spencer from Baby Steps. So they're starting a project about upcycling baby products and many other things as well. So coming up. So we'll invite the two to share with us their ideas first. So 有冇人邊個想先？would you later? Okay.
Are we going to talk in English or in Chinese? Or up to us?
Up to you.
Up to us.
I think up to you.
Chinese or English? Yeah. So how can I control the PowerPoint? Yeah. Okay. So thanks very much for coming. This is a Ripple forum, so rather than I giving a presentation, this is a sharing session where we share our ideas and give feedbacks. So please feel free to chime in at any time. We are a group of young people who are passionate about babies, who are passionate about the environment. We call ourselves the Baby Steps. As the name suggests, we are just taking a small steps forward to try to improve the environment and try to improve our community. We have one very important core value. We believe that there is a child living inside each of us. That child, when we grow up, we might be hiding our child somewhere in our heart, but at some point in time, that child may come back. And when it comes back, we want to make sure that the child is living in a happy community and a good environment. So going forward, how can we make our child in our heart happier and fancier? We have spotted one social problem first. There are 18,000 babies born in Hong Kong each year, among which 40,000 are from mainlanders. So at least there are about 40,000 babies born in Hong Kong, local babies. And amongst these 40,000 babies born in Hong Kong, there are more than 100,000 baby products purchased each year in Hong Kong. So you can guess that for beds, strollers, etc., each baby will consume 3 to 4 products each year. And we are saying each year, so the next year they will purchase a new product. And that's because I think many of you have experienced this with your parents or relatives. They, for example, for me, the initiative of this project is because of my brother. My brother, he had 2 kids. When he had the 2 kids, the grandmother of this side purchased a bed for him. The other side of the grandparents also purchased a bed. So we have 2 beds at the same time. So what do we do with the other bed? We try to give it away, but my brother said, let's try to keep it for you later. But you know what? I'm 8 years younger than my brother. So it's just keeping the 2 beds for 8 years, assuming that I will have a kid. So that's quite a waste of resources. And it's happening everywhere in Hong Kong. So the problem is, if we don't try to solve this, it will go to wastage or store in your cabinet for many years, and then it will go to bin again. Rather than seeing this problem like this, we try to use 3 methods to achieve these 4 things. We try to reuse them. We try to build a community of sharing and reselling baby products. We also try to put memories. We try to also keep memories within the same family by upcycling the products within the same family. We also try to empower single young mothers by giving them jobs within the business model of this project. So there are, unlike many other countries in the world, like the US, they have a leading enterprise called the Once Upon a Child. The Once Upon a Child purchased gently used baby products and then resell it to the community. It is a franchise of over 500 stores in the US, so it's quite an established one. In the UK, there is a commission. It's based on commissions. So there are many online platforms selling gender use baby products based on commissions. So the parents will get a profit after selling the gender use baby products, and the agency will also get a commission fee. But Hong Kong, there's none for this. So there's a gap for us. In Hong Kong, we rely on families and friends to give us the used products so that we try to reuse it. Or we use the C2C forum. So the parents, they go on Facebook or go on Baby Kingdom to try to sell their products. But very often, because it's not often user-friendly enough, so if the parent is not meticulous enough, they may not eventually sell their products on the platforms. And the third one is rely on NGOs. So one NGO is called it's organized by Caritas. It's called Green Baby. It's rely on donations. So parents donate their baby products, and then they resell it at an affordable price to the community. Or if the product is not good enough for sale, then it will donate it to underprivileged families as well. So there's a huge gap in Hong Kong. We rely on families, C2C, and donation, but we don't have consignment. We don't have any other type of services like cleaning, repair. We don't have after-sale services. We haven't yet explored the possibility of upcycling. We haven't yet explored whether we can establish a sharing community among the parents, among the kids. So these are the gaps. And what are we trying to do is to pick some of this to initiate in Hong Kong to try to test the ideas. This is the overall picture of our projects. We have 3 models. One is try to reuse it, second one is upcycle it, and the third one is try to share it. The first one is the idea, as you can see from the photo, is that the very same bed can benefit not only the child who first used the bed, but also the second child who used the bed, and also the single mothers who are employed by us in these projects, they can also have benefits. So it's not 一个差，是很多个差都会受到benefits. And so the first project is about durable goods, durable baby items like beds, strollers, which can last for 3 to 5 years. And we pass on from one child to another child, and eventually to childs in Africa. And so this is the first initiative. The second initiative is about upcycling. During the process of initiating this project, we found that very often in times, even if there's a small stint on the baby product, no one is going to buy it. But the majority of the product is still usable, or the materials itself is still good. Like clothes, there's a stain on it, but it's still sharp, bright colors. We can't sell it. So what can we do? We upcycle the products, we take the fabrics out, make it into little building blocks, and turn it into new products like plush toys, like bunting, etc. And so we call it upcycling. And in addition to normal upcycling, we try to put in the idea of childhood memories into these little small projects. We are planning to launch a few workshops next year, where we will invite parents to take their kids here and take their used clothing here. Then we will work together to build their own version of upcycled products. They can make their own dinosaurs, they can make their own cushions, their own aprons, using their own used clothing. So the same clothing will stay in the family for longer in time, rather than passing on to another child. So we call it 延续缤纷回忆, keeping the memories in the same family. And the third one, which we are also planning, is our third priority, because there's 3 projects, so this one is our third priority, is to establish a sharing community of toys and books. The first one is about durable goods. The second one is about less durable goods, like clothes. The third one is about things that has a shorter consumption cycle, like toys. So we share the toys by having a membership system. So parents come here, they register as our member, and then they get credits for they pay for a monthly fee or an annual fee, and then they can use our services to rent the toys or to share the toys with their kids. And there's no limits of sharing, so you can just pay a monthly fee, and then you get as many toys as you want. And we have small places like this big, so where kids can come together to share their toys and play together. So it's about membership, it's about sharing, it's about having fun together. So these are the general ideas about our 3 projects. What have we done to make this happen? The first one, we have lined up with the donation-based NGO, the Character Screen Baby, to launch this. So we have this is how it works. It's a service cycle. We collect the products from our donors, sterilize it, clean it, and then characterize it. If it's suitable for resale, then we sell it at an affordable price. And then the profits will be will sustain the young single mothers for doing promotions and to get more donors. The donors will also get donations receipts so that they can have that tax benefits instead of just emotional benefits. So this is about reusing. During the process, we found that the most difficult part is how to get this idea to the parents, because the parents-to-be, they are too busy about how to taking care of the babies in the tummy, so they do Facebooking, but they don't often go out. So it's very important that we do targeted marketing. So we joined other professional organizations so that we can put our ideas in front of them. And here are our mothers and our examples of our toys. And we are going to have another event with Discovery Park very soon, this Sunday, where we will cooperate with Character Screen Baby to resell gently used baby products, strollers, beds, toys, clothes. And we will also have another event with Good as New Baby, which is an organization promoting reuse of baby products in the expats community. So previously, we often work with the local community, but here we work with Good as New Baby. We have an access to the foreign community as well. And this is how it looks in the last event. We have table sales every here and there, and the stuffs are in very good quality. Some of them are like 100% new, not used. So you can guess that many parents have not used the products after it's purchased. So welcome to join us if you have any friends who are living in Hong Kong and who is interested in purchasing some good quality used baby products from us. The second part, upcycling, it's how it works. Is we collect the products. If it's not suitable for resale, then we regenerate the materials into new fabrics, into new materials, woods, fabrics, and then teach our young single moms to make it into new products. Workshops to put forward the childhood memories, and then the cycle goes again. We have support from different designers from Hong Kong, mainly in Hong Kong and some from mainland China as well. These are some of the products which we have been working on. They are not finalized yet, but this is the direction that we are working on. So the building blocks that I was talking about is this. So they are made from fabrics, and then it's backed up with a new fabric which make it stronger, so that it can, when it's tilted, it can be put in stronger strength. And then we are also working on other small stuff like a macaroon and accessories and also aprons. We are also looking forward to cooperate with another social enterprise in Hong Kong for woods, because we have many baby beds. Baby beds, they are of good quality. They're good quality wood. But if it's not resold, then what can we do about it? We try to put it into new shapes like toys. It's difficult to use other woods to make toys, to upcycle as toys, because there are stringent regulatory requirements. So if you use baby beds as the material to upcycle as toys, it's easier to get through the regulatory requirements. So these are our products, and we are planning to have a larger event later next year in March at the APM Mall, where we will have an exhibition where the fashion designer will help us design new clothes for our young single mothers using the baby clothing fabrics. The theme is human. why we call it human? In Chinese, it's called 我生. It's 古巨基嘅一首歌叫我生. Why is it called 我生? It's because one of the single mom, she was fascinated. She was touched by the song, and when she went out from the prison, she joined us and she listened to the song and think, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. She has been in prison twice, and she thought, I should stop this life. I shouldn't be living this type of life anymore. So she should think that I should join Green Baby and Baby Steps and see whether she can find a way out from her usual way of living. We have an exhibition, we have new products for sale, and we also have a small sharing session and workshop so that people who are interested in handcrafts can also come to learn how to make new plush toys and aprons, etc. For sharing, we are only planning for the second half of next year to launch this. It's the membership schemes. So we will promote this in our next event in 8 p.m. as well. But here we want to listen to all your feedbacks about how we can make this a better idea. For the time being, we will test our idea at the first event with 執嘢, which is a local sharing event for items. We will be there we will have a small booth there sharing toys, and at that point we will try to get more feedbacks and see what we can do when we launch the membership program. And it would be good if you have any ideas for us as well. So as a very quick recap, we have three aspects. One is reusing baby products, durable items, upcycling shorter life cycle products, and also sharing toys. We want to make this a project with joy, full of childhood memories, and also empower our young single mothers as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Spencer. Okay, I can see that there are people who are. I can see that there are people who are standing at the back. Feel free to just grab a chair and join an outer circle, or you can actually open this, like what you have done, so that two people can sit on the same patch of green grass right here at the exhibition center. Okay, so thank you, Spencer. We will have discussion time because this is really about peer-to-peer. You have to give Spencer your ideas, and so that we can all help his social enterprise grow. But let's hear another presentation from Fanny first. Fanny is from Taiwan, from 社区流. So she will present in English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and after that, we can really have a good discussion. And by the way, I'm Ada Wong. I'm the convener of MaD. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Sunny from Taiwan, and thank you very much for Ada and MaD for inviting me to share my project. So my project is called Social Enterprise Insights 社区流, and we are the probably the first from China. We are the first from Taiwan and probably the first in the Greater China information platform to share information about social enterprise and social innovation in Mandarin. So a little bit background about myself. So my undergraduate major and also my master program was in public affairs. So I was really interested in working in the field of nonprofit, and at the time when I studied in the United States, I found a course about social entrepreneurship, and it was really interested me. And also, I found that doing good can be more sustainable because you can leverage the power of market or the business model. So that I continue to interning with several organizations. So the first organization that I work with is the first venture capitalist in Taiwan, which is called Flow. Maybe some of you have the impression. And then after that internship, I then started working with an independent consulting company in the United States, and which offers consulting services to nonprofits and social enterprises, basically in the United States, but also around the world. So because of my two internship and also work experience, so I got to learn lots of trends, best practices, lots of interesting ideas about social innovation and social enterprise. And also my my work experience was a little bit unique from others because the company, the independent consulting company that I was working with, actually is very innovative. So we don't have any office. So basically, everyone works remotely from internet. So it was because of this occasion. So I was able to move back to Taiwan after I completed my graduate degree in the United States. But at that time, I also started working with the company. So my work experience was pretty unique or strange because I was able to learn lots of trends or know-how in the field of social enterprises in the United States. But at that time, because I was in Taiwan, so I was also able to learn lots of local practitioners, local cases, and I found them very inspiring and also very lack of connected or lack of connections. So it was because of my background and also because of my experience that I realized that there was no such a platform in Mandarin which can share information about social innovation or social enterprise to Taiwanese readers or even Mandarin readers. And this problem has two causes. So first, because people probably don't have the channels to know those good information because those good channels are probably in English. And then second one is because English is not the mother language or the official language of Taiwan. So people may get lazy in terms of reading all the English information. And the third reason is because I found that because there's no such a platform in Mandarin, so local Taiwanese social entrepreneurs kind of lack connections or lack resources. So everybody kind of work on their projects by themselves, but they hardly have opportunities to interact with each other or have access to other resources. So that was why I started this idea. And then I was also very lucky to meet a group of like-minded people, about 6 of us. So we started the project in February 2012. And then, so let me introduce this project a little bit. So basically, we found that the field of social enterprise in Taiwan is growing, although still in small scale, and has great potential. Many companies or foundations had already started their ventures or their project that have the spirit or the concept of social entrepreneurship. But there are still some barriers or challenges for social enterprises in Taiwan to face. So first of all, general public has limited access to this kind of information. So most of people don't understand social entrepreneurship or social innovation because they don't have the information portal. They don't have the information access opportunity. And then the second one is that many social entrepreneurs in Taiwan are not aware of the resources or the connections they can access because there's no such a the platform for them to interact with. So we felt that although there are more and more social entrepreneurship in the field, but the ecosystem of social enterprises or social innovation people in Taiwan are still very incomplete with insufficient information flow or market fragmentation. So that's why we started this project. So we are the first Mandarin-based information portal about social enterprise and social innovation from Taiwan. So we aim to share the knowledge and also to connect the dots together in the sector. So we are hoping to get people informed, inspired, and also get ignited to start their own project, take their action to change the society. So in terms of strategies, we basically do two kinds of actions or two kinds of projects. So first of all, we share lots of information. So we either translate relevant English information into Mandarin, or we also interviews or compiles information, relevant Mandarin information on our website to have a stage for social entrepreneurship around the world to present their stories or for the general public to get to know them better. And also we do information exchange because after we launched our project last year, lots of our readers email us or approach us to say, hey, whether we can host any face-to-face events for them to understand or interact with social entrepreneurs. So that was why we started not only managing our Facebook communities, but also we started holding different workshops, forums, to let people have the opportunity to interact with these local practitioners face to face. So this is a look of our website. So basically, we want to be the SE version of Google. So whether you want to read the news, you want to attend an event, you want to read a book, you want to know a case, you can all find our website and then find the information that you want. So yeah, if you're interested in, then you can check our website online. So we've been running the website for 1 year and 8 months. So far, we've already shared over 1,000 articles. And then we have over 30 contributing editors or columnists to share their practical views of social entrepreneurship in Taiwan or in Greater China. And then we've also built a map to indexing all the social entrepreneurs or social enterprises, ideally starting from the Greater China region, but hopefully to expand to the global scale. And then, just like I said, we've also held lots of events to share, to invite local practitioners or international practitioners to share their views. So we've held 15 events with over like 1,500 participants in total. And also we started as a volunteer community. So basically I had a full-time job when I started running the website. So right now we have over 50 volunteers in our community. And then we just turned into a company this September. So right now it's a turning point of the website. And we also collaborate with other mainstream media or other like business magazine, business communities to share our content with them in order to introduce our content to more readers in different communities. And then, so from the experience, we've realized that actually our website right now has a small community and it's growing. And then we've categorized our followers into like 3 different categories. And I think it is quite interesting and also help us clarify our strategies in the next 1 or 2 years. So first of all, we think that the biggest circle is called like SE followers. So basically, they're eager to understand the concept. They're eager to know more cases, know more trends. In this circle, I think the role of SEI is to raise their awareness, to raise their understanding of social entrepreneurship or social innovation. And then the middle circle is called SE supporters. So we define this circle as people who are willing to pay to attend SE relevant events or to pay to purchase like SE products. So they're willing to pay to support this kind of concept or this kind of activities. And then for this kind of group, I think SEI's role is to help enhance people's adoption of the concept of social entrepreneurship. And then when they adopt the concept, they may move to the smallest group, which is called social entrepreneurs or change makers. So there are some people in Taiwan who are already practicing social entrepreneurship, or they're willing to use their professional skills like accounting, legal affairs to help social enterprises, or they want to start their own social enterprises probably in the next 5 years or so. So this kind of group are actually potential change makers in the future. And then SES role is to support their action. Whether they want to find any resources, they want to recruit any people, they want to share their events, we can all do that for them. So this is kind of the different circles of our community. So because of the communities that we've identified, so our strategies in the next 1 or 2 years will basically follow the 3 different circles and 3 target audience that I just mentioned. So first of all, we'll do different forums, workshops, events, marketing, and we will also do offline publication to raise people's awareness about social entrepreneurship. And then we will also do book writing competitions, holding different networking events to help people enhance their adoption of social entrepreneurship. And then we're also trying to experiment new projects on supporting doers in the field of social entrepreneurship, either offering training or offering some incubation services to help them, to accompany them when they start their process of social innovation or social entrepreneurship. So by doing all of this, we're hoping to create a more complete ecosystem for social innovation and social enterprise. And not only in China, but we're hoping to expand our skill or hoping to expand our collaboration to the greater China or to global, ideally, to let more people can understand social entrepreneurship and also willing to take action to help the society make better. Okay, so this is my presentation. Can I have any questions?
Okay, this is a Ripple Forum, 水滴論壇. And how it works is I'm supposed to be sort of invisible. You are all here as peers and as friends, as enthusiasts for social innovation and social enterprise. You're here because you actually support new initiatives by younger people, right? So we want to have a very good discussion. You can move whatever you're sitting on a bit closer so that we can have a more intimate chat. And somebody will have to pass the mic around. We will ask Spencer to come up. Spencer, why don't you find a chair or a box or whatever so that we can all sit together. And the idea is really to give them good ideas and support so that they can move on. So this is the whole purpose of the Ripple Forum, okay? So I don't want to dominate because I'm not going to be the one who asks the questions. You have to ask the questions. If their presentations were not clear, please ask the questions and then offer advice, okay? Only by collaboration and sharing what we know could their enterprises be better. Oh. And if you don't want to speak in English, I can do the translation. Okay? Mandarin and Cantonese. Oh.
To answer in English or Mandarin.
咁呢度有冇人唔識聽廣東話嘅？有冇啊？咁啊，不如轉台啊？係咪大家開心啲嘅會？轉台啊，好轉台。I'll translate for you if you can't understand. 好，咁我而家想拋個咪俾任何嘅人，可以嗱，大家記得啦，啱啱 Spencer 啦，佢有個 baby steps 嘅一個 enterprise 已經開始咗啦，大家都聽到佢想做嘅嘢，佢係咪太過 ambitious 咧？有啲咩諗法，有啲咩計仔可以俾到佢咧？跟住 Sunny 做嘅嘢仲犀利，仲 ambitious， 佢想 create 成個 ecosystem， 佢又想幫呢個，又幫嗰個，又提供資訊嚇。咁又係咪做得太多咧？咁咁我唔 hold 住個咪啦，不如我俾 Julie。
Thank you. Thank you both for your presentations. I have one question particularly for. Oh, sorry， 因為我廣東話唔係咁準啊 ，that's why I use English. So I have one particular question for you, 石岐撈心怡。So I have two questions. So the first thing is, I know you have done amazing results. I saw all the statistics. You have definitely done a really amazing thing. And this is definitely something we are looking for in Hong Kong too. So my question is, what is the legal status of your company? Yes. Yes. And then the second question is, oh, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, so we are now a limited liability company, and we just got registered this September. Yeah.
So it's like a social enterprises.
We won't specifically say that we're a social enterprise, but our business model or the goal that we want to achieve definitely includes some social mission. Yeah, but there's no like specific legal status for social enterprises in Taiwan. So basically, you need to choose whether you will register your company, register your project as a company or a foundation, association, profit organization.
I see, because the only thing, because I asked this is because in order for this to be really sustainable, you definitely need a revenue model. For example, a really successful one, but not in social enterprise, but in a tech industry, the Sanslio Ke, 36KR, they did a really good job, which I think something to be really referenced on.
I gathered from what you talked just now that your association is developing very fast. May I know the financial situation of your association? Is it commercially viable, or is it making huge profits these days?
Yeah, so basically our website has just turned into a company this September. So before the company stage, we actually didn't have a business model, but we had positive cash flow because we kept holding different events, and then when we exchange our content with other like mainstream or affiliated social media outlets, then they will pay us for the content or the marketing fee. Yeah, so before the company stage, we actually had some fund to support like volunteer communities, networking events, etc. Yeah, so right now we're officially turning into a company. So our business model is actually based on the slides that I just showed. So we want to do content curation and also offer different training events. And also we like to build a like broker or a support system to support more doers in the field. And we're hoping to make profits from all the activities that we have scheduled or discussed to implement. So we're trying very hard to prove we are commercially viable. Yeah, but we are just a 2 months baby. I mean, in terms of the company, yeah. So we will keep working. Thank you.
喂，这个问题我也想问一下社区楼的，因为我看到你们就是除了想做一个资讯平台以外，也想实际去支持一些新的社会企业去发展或者怎么样的。我想问一下，就是这个是你们当初已经有这个想法，还是一个自然的进化的过程？而且因为你做一个资讯平台，跟实际去支持一些社会企业，其实投入跟资源都很不一样，就是当中会不会有什么困难，或者遇到什么问题？
中文，这是个非常好的问题。就是其实一刚开始真的完全没有要做 action support 这一块，因为一刚开始我们真的只是单纯的想把我们知道的讯息用中文分享给大家。那后来之所以陆陆续续会开始觉得说，其实我们应该要做下一步，就是因为很多我们的readers 比较 active 的人，他们其实已经有对社会企业有基本的了解，他们想要投入，那可是他们就会来找我们说，我们想要投入社会企业工作，或者是我是会计师，我想要来帮助社会企业，那社企有可以协助，可以给我怎么样的协助来做这件事情？那甚至是，其实我们很多的 events 都在强调是实作的重要性。就是 execution 的重要性。那所以不管是我们1周年的论坛，我们其实总共有800个人来参加，我们谈的是 from idea to action， 甚至到后来很多的 events， 我们的设计都不只是concept 的 sharing， 更是他每一个创业家在实作的过程中遭遇到的困难。所以我们在做了这么多之后，很多人就问我们说，那我们现在了解这个 social entrepreneurship 或者 social entrepreneurship， 下一步呢 next step 是 so what， 就是社企可以 offer 什么？所以我们也发现说，其实information sharing 只是一个起头，但是我们如果一直做这一块而没有往下做的话，其实社企对于大家来说就是也许有一些 influence， 可是其实它没有 impact。其实这个东西是非常容易被 replace 掉的。那我们也不想要只局限在做这一块，我们也发现说，当我们可以 raise 更多 awareness 之后，下一步我们其实应该要针对愿意跳下来做的人去给予他们 support。所以这个其实有点 organic， 就是我们慢慢走到现在。那另外一点是说，其实社企楼本身也是一个 from idea to action 的一个东西，就是我们从有一个 idea 到真正开始设立了公司，花了1年半的时间。那这个过程中，我们其实获得了很多的资源，然后很多人支持我们等等这些，其实我们都觉得很感激，所以也非常了解一个 entrepreneur 或者是一个 social entrepreneur， 他们在从零开始到有的这个阶段，他们会缺哪些资源？他们也许会需要一个 network， 是让他们可以有依靠，是可以去询问一些问题的。所以这也是为什么我们觉得，其实接下来从公司的角度出发，应该要做 action support 的这个阶段。对，谢谢。
Hello，我是你的subscriber，你们你们社企楼做得非常好，就是你刚才说的社企楼以后的发展就是做一个 action，但是我的看法就是，其实做一个好的社会企业，特别是你们是做一个 website 一个 provide information 的，其实 content 是很重要的 ，content 会令你一直的 engage 不同的人，所以我希望你们做那个 action 以外，也继续做好你们的 content。因为可能我们作为一个读者，可能有时候读完就会忘记了。但是你作为那个 editor， 我想问你一下，你看到的现在中国。台湾跟香港也有不同的社企这个 trend， 我想问你现在看的不同的地方，他们现在有什么特别的新的想法，还有他们现在有什么做的事情有什么不一样？
好，谢谢。我刚发现我少回答了一个问题，就是在这个转型过程中有什么困难？就是在做 action support 这块非常的实验性质，就是 experimental， 所以其实我们需要 leverage 很多资源。那再来就是我们整个 core team 的当初会加入，其实也是想要做 information sharing 这一块，所以在跟伙伴沟通上，就是说为什么我们现在要做的更多事情，那我们要怎么样去 allocate 这个资源，其实都是需要被讨论的。所以我们其实也还在学习当中。那其实我们也真的还是会继续做 content 这一块，因为这一块是我们自己很喜欢、很 enjoy， 然后也很希望继续透过 content 把最大的那个 circle 继续扩大，因为这样才有机会创造更多的 change maker 在未来。对，所以其实这个是我自己就是未来就是非常 ambitious， 就是我希望其实我们不只做 content， 然后也做其他的事情。那回答您的问题就是两岸三地的差别，其实我觉得台湾的整个社企的数量可能比较少，然后再来就是因为台湾很多的社会议题都很本土性，所以其实我们有非常多社会企业是跟农业还有环保相关的。然后再来就是说，台湾其实创业精神很强，然后所以其实很多的个人会选择跳出来创立社会企业，他也许不是完全从 NPO 的背景出身，或是在本来是 NPO 下面的一个 project 延伸过来这样子。那香港其实我觉得很有趣的一点是跟 dining 相关的社会企业非常多，对，跟 dining 跟吃相关的很多，然后这个是台湾非常少见的。然后我觉得香港跟台湾比起来有一个我自己非常喜欢，因为其实我是做2线的 intermediary， 所以我们就会发现其实香港的 ecosystem 是非常comprehensive 的，就是其实不同的 stakeholder 都在做不同的事情，比如说 MaD， 比如说 Summit 比如说这些的，其实这些 ecosystem players 在台湾是相对缺乏的，所以社企楼看似扮演很多角色，就是我们既是 media， 然后又是做 networking 的 provider， 然后又是做的，其实就是因为这些本来都没有人在做，就我们就会觉得说，其实我们好像也可以做也可以做这个，所以这个是我觉得比较不一样的地方，就是我觉得在香港 collaboration 非常的成功，就是我其实已经来第3年了，然后我觉得其实都可以看到就是各个不同的组织都分工的在做2线的去 promote 社会企业，然后这个是我很羡慕，然后也很希望台湾未来可以做到的境界。那中国大陆的话，其实就更特别，是因为他们其实可能在经营非利组织上会遭到政府比较多的限制，所以其实他们很多的社会企业就会选择用公司形态存在，所以其实很多也许就不会是从社福过来的，而是完全就是一个公司这样。然后那中国大陆因为整个 scale 都很大的关系，所以其实也是有类似像社企流这样的组织，然后这些中介组织也很多，对啊，包括投资的。然后可以做 networking 的，然后可以做 accelerator 都很多。那这个是我觉得台湾可以再更加油的地方。对，谢谢。
仲有冇問題啊？俾啲意見，唔好淨係問。你唔記得咗 Spencer 喎
我問 Spencer，actually 我有個 comment 俾 Spencer 嘅 about 嗰啲 toys 嘅。因為其實 我要重新我識 Spencer 嘅，咁其實Baby Steps 我都有participate 嘅，咁我亦都有即係不斷去問我身邊啲人，因為我受 Spencer 所感染啦，有問身邊啲媽媽啊，即係希望可以donate 一啲 toys 出嚟啦。咁佢哋近排咧就係有講，其實咧郵政咧原來都有 collect 啲 toys 嘅喎。咁我想睇下即係 Spencer 喺即係收集你哋啲咁重要嘅資源嗰度咧，你哋係做咗啲咩工作？
資源嗰方面咧，就而家係同Green Baby 嗰度一齊合作去收嘅。咁咧，因為咧Green Baby 係明愛嘅 NGO 啦，咁佢嘅網絡比較大啲啦。咁所以咧，我哋透過佢哋嘅網絡咧，可以收到好多唔同類型嘅嘢嘅。但係咧咁我哋咁個網絡係點樣咧？咁首先咧就係咧我哋可以上門收嘢先啦，呢個第一點。咁我哋約一個時間，咁啊可能1個禮拜、2個禮拜，咁我哋時間啱，我哋就上去啦。第二個咧就係佢可以去到明愛嘅唔同嘅中心，16個中心，咁佢擺低嗰嚿嘢，咁我哋就可以收噶啦。第三個樣嘢咧就係咧我哋都除咗電話同埋擺喺嗰個地方之外咧，我哋咧有個貨倉嘅，咁我哋直接拎嚟我哋嘅貨倉嗰度咧，亦都可以收到咯。咁因為同明愛合作嘅關係咧，咁所以咧係全部都係 donation base 嘅，暫時為主，就冇 consignment 嘅。咁所以收翻嚟嗰啲咧，通常咧都係比較殘舊啲嘅。咁其實呢樣嘢又好又唔好，因為好嘅地方咧就係咧，我哋可以將啲好殘舊嘅嘢變翻靚仔，咁賣出去嘅時候或者再捐出去嘅時候，嗰個重用嘅價值就會高啲咯。因為如果本來已經好新嘅，咁嗰啲爸爸媽媽已經喺 Baby Kingdom 嗰度已經將嗰個嘢賣咗出嚟啦嘛。咁所以咁樣嘅回收嘅模式嘅話咧，我哋收翻嚟嘅嘢重用嘅價值會更高。
大家都好靜，大家唔慣俾意見俾佢哋。咁或者我問啦，你問埋先，好，唔好淨係問啦，俾啲意見俾佢先得㗎。
喂，係其實同 Spencer 講啊，即係想了解多究竟你而家同Green Baby 同明愛之間個合作啦。其實另一樣其實唔知係意見定係問題，但係就係其實你會唔會覺得其實呢一樣嘢會，因為其實你變咗好多嘢都係靠 Green Baby 嘅去發展，變咗其實你而家自己個社企嗰個嘅發展空間，嗰個前景你會點樣睇，或者點樣去走出呢一樣嘢？係啦。
呢個咧，我哋咧同咧明愛嗰度咧傾咗好多嘅，因為咧明愛嘅嗰位社工咧都同意咧，其實係用個 NGO 嘅模式去做一個社企咧係有 constraints 嘅。雖然佢都有佢嘅好處啦，即係佢明愛本身有一個大家信任嘅一個 NGO。咁咧我哋咧就討論就係因為有3個 project 喺度啦。咁咧明愛 Green Baby 咧就係做reselling reusing 嗰個部分為主嘅。咁我哋希望咧行落去，我哋咧而家做咗 marketing research 嘅，我哋其實知道咧其實 consignment 嘅模式喺香港咧我哋暫時未需要去 move forward 去嗰個部署，因為其實 donation base 咧，我哋已經收太多嘅貨，我哋已經處理唔切啦，個倉已經逼到爆晒。咁我哋仲搞 consignment 嘅話，係我哋可以收到更靚嘅貨，但係我哋就處理唔切。咁所以我哋而家嘅 first priority 咧就係同 Green Baby 咧就一齊希望將個 revenue stream 咧係加快佢，嗰個 cash flow 加快佢。咁我哋又希望咧將 reselling 嘅嘢做好咗佢先。跟住咧就係upcycling 啦，咁我哋咧就會有好多剩餘嘅物資喺度賣唔去嘅物資，咁我哋要處理咗佢，希望將呢一部分咧個倉存嘅費用可以減低佢，咁令到佢成為一個新 product 都可以一個 revenue stream 咯。咁將來如果呢兩樣嘅 revenue stream 咧都可以推動到嘅話咧，咁我哋Green Baby 都同意咧，我哋將來係有機會有一個 spin off 嘅，咁就係到時會係 spin off 邊一個部分咧，就可能到時就係睇實際個 market 上面嗰個 demand 係點樣，咁我哋同埋兩邊嘅分工係點樣。而家目前嚟講咧，我哋其實基本上係密不可分嘅。我哋兩個，我哋呢邊呢個社企同埋 Green Baby 嗰邊，因為佢哋嗰邊缺乏人員，我哋呢邊係有人員，咁佢哋就基本上淨係做recycling 嗰部分，我哋係做埋其他部分，咁我哋夾埋其實係一個整體一個好好嘅整合咯。咁將來可能係一個整合嘅形式重新推出亦都可以，或者 spin off 形式推出亦都可以咯。咁我哋都 explore 緊呢啲嘢。
好，時間差唔多啦，仲有冇人必定有嘢講嘅？我知道大家比較怕醜，有陣時唔中意公開講。我哋中間嗰度呢，有好多 post-it notes， 咁呢，我就鼓勵大家呢，就一陣間去攞一張 post-it notes， 然後呢就貼翻喺好家庭菜園嗰塊有塊白板嘅。我覺得你哋亦都係應該呢，係俾個 contact 俾阿 Spencer， 因為社會企業係乜嘢呢？其實係一個互相協作嘅一個 ecosystem， 一個生態環境嚟嘅。我哋想佢贏，我哋想佢做得好，唔係因為想佢真係賺到好多錢。而係佢做嘅嘢係會對社會更加好。 係嘛？台灣社企流亦都佢做嘅對台灣促進嘅社會企業發展係更加好。咁所以呢，我哋呢啲係叫 crowdsourcing， 我哋每個人有錢出錢，有力出力，大家都應該咧去支持 Spencer 同埋支持 Sunny。但係咧，下一個環節咧係即將開始㗎啦，我就寧願係 back to back 咧係緊湊一啲，咁咧就大家中意咧去攞個 post note， 而家寫又得，一陣寫又得。咁咧，我而家就下一個環節咧，我哋又有3位朋友嚟介紹佢哋嘅 project， 然後大家亦都可以有一個深入啲嘅交談。咁啊，佢哋準備好晒㗎咯喎，係啦。咁啊，Julie 先啦。哦，Julie 整咗個 PowerPoint。大家知道中間啊，已經有好多人貼咗㗎啦，有好多人貼咗一啲嘅post notes 啦，咁大家去寫幾句支持嘅説話啦，寫你個名，寫你個 email 啦。如果你想第日都參與佢個 project， 咁就記住呢，如果係 Spencer 你收到呢啲 email 呢，唔該你去覆人喎嚇。咁好啦，整緊個 PowerPoint 嘅時候呢，就介紹 Julie 啊。Julie 呢喺今年呢就喺 Good Lab 呢就係有一個嘅叫做 Accelerate Hong Kong 嘅一個3個月嘅創業嘅活動。咁佢呢就係參與咗嗰個活動，然後跟住呢參與咗之後呢，佢就創咗一個我覺得係有好重要嘅 social mission 嘅一個 enterprise 出嚟嘅。咁就而家係由 Julie 去介紹佢創立嘅 Very Bite。大家呢係嗱，我有建議啦，大家可以坐後邊啲凳啦，我哋啲同事可以搬多啲凳過嚟啦。大家如果中意嘅呢，其實呢就可以挨喺呢張草席嗰度啦。其實呢張草席呢，好多種坐法嘅。我哋試過用過呢，就見到啲細蚊仔呢，其實就好有創意嘅。你哋就比較怕醜嘅嚇。咁呢細蚊仔可以攤晒喺度啦，或者係可以坐喺度啦，咁都可以好好應用呢個草席嘅。好啦，事不宜遲呢，不如將個時間交俾 Julie。
Yes, thank you, Ada. So a very good afternoon. I would present myself using English language, but later on we can use any language. So before I start and introduce a food-related startup, which is as Sunny said, in Hong Kong we have a lot of food startup. This will be one of them. I want to let you guys know about me. So I want to disclaim myself. I am a food lover. Who love food here? Yes. Okay, so we are a team. Okay, I'm a food lover, but I particularly like one type of food, home-cooked food. I came from Malaysia. My moms and dad loves to cook, so back home they always cook a lot for me, not me necessarily in the kitchen. But then, a few years ago when I came to Hong Kong people maintain a very busy lifestyle, and slowly I became more like a Hong Kong people, and I don't really have time to cook for myself. But luckily, I have a roommate who really like to cook together in university, so I pay her to cook for me. Problem solved, right? Okay. This problem solved until I leave university. Unfortunately, I don't share the same roommate anymore. So, through a mutual friend, I could know this lady, Auntie Cheng, who so fortunately, she lives actually opposite my building. And eventually, she is the one that, until right now, sometimes she still cooks for me. So that time, I was just like a user. I just think from the user perspective. I love food, and she are able to provide food because she's a housewife. She has 2 children. She don't have any full-time employment. What she do daily is actually cook during lunch and dinner time, and sometimes hang around with her friends. And then that struck me. So if there's one of them and one of me, so what if there's more and more of us? Can we actually scale this up? So the next idea is, can we scale this up to be a platform where people who like home-cooked cook to come together? People who know how to cook, who can cook well. You sell your home-cooked food. People who like me, who like to buy, we buy home-cooked food, right? So you can see that from this story, I actually grow organically from the user point of view. We also think about all of this are made through different user surveys up to 100 people. People tell us how they choose food. So we realized that for me, I come from Malaysia, so I like Malaysia street food. So I would probably choose more from Malaysians food. So people coming from different countries, when they come to Hong Kong, if they still want to eat some home-cooked food, they can choose according to their country preferences. We give them a lot of some descriptions about what kind of food they are going to taste, some ingredients for those who are more health conscious. And for those who are a bit more lazy, we provide a one-stop solution. You know what? Just subscribe, and then we will provide you a couple of meals. Okay. But the end of, sorry. But until now, you would realize that there is not much social element inside, right? Because to be honest, our story doesn't really start straight away that, oh, we want to build a social enterprise. It's more like when we realize that a lot of the home cooks that we engage with, most of them don't have full-time employment. And through talking to them, we realize that they have a same two kind of similarities. So the first one is most of them are employed due to home commitment, because some of them have children to take care, some of them have old elderly to take care. So a lot of them don't have flexible hours, but they have actually still a lot of free time. And the second similarities they have is actually they all cook good food because of experience. They have cooked so many years. And through this, we realized that by having unemployment, sometimes because you got like cut out of the normal community life, it unfortunately leads to a lower self-esteem. The lower self-esteem is because they can't really get an opportunity to do some productive work, to do some economic results. It's actually not much to do with their talent, it's just they don't have the opportunity to do that. And eventually, it will lead them to social isolation. So what social isolation is can't really be solved by, oh, okay, I just make 10 more friends and that would solve my social isolation problem. It's not like that. It's more like you want to make like 2, 3 friends that share the same passion as you, share the like-minded people. So you guys talk about the same idea, the same interests, the same passion. So this is by organically, when we meet more and more home cook, we realize they have this kind of same issues. So that makes us spin to think in a different way. Oh, so if there's a lot of people facing the kind of same issues, why can't we engage more and more home cook for this kind of people facing this kind of same issues here? So all these people primarily are housewives, single parents, retired chefs, some of them, and some of them are actually freelancers who work from home. This kind of people, we actually have true entrepreneurs on our platform. This kind of people are people who want to start on their own, but at the same time, they want to have flexible time to earn some supplementary revenue. So ultimately, what we want to build is a community for people to use a more flexible platform to earn some supplementary income. And in this case, they can meet more and more like-minded people through food. And this is our tagline: by food, we connect. So obviously, we didn't start out just, oh, we get everything solved out at the first time, right? So we actually, because this is a rather new concept in Hong Kong, it's not very new out in other countries, but in Hong Kong, we want to try, how can people accept home-cooked food? Like, I do not know this stranger, can I really buy from them? So we carry out some experiments. So the first thing we do is actually throw out some fake advertisement over Facebook. We don't really have anything behind us, but we just put up Facebook advertisement and say, we have this homemade food, would you want to buy? And in 2 months' time, we have around 900 Facebook fans. That makes us think, wow, there's demand here. Okay, if there is demand, then we have to find supplies. So most of our supplies at the beginning, as we don't have much resources, they are also people from the Facebook. So these are the people who actually know how to use technology. We want to start with these people because it will help us to facilitate them using our technology, because ultimately we want to be an online platform. We also made 1-week trial where we actually really operating in Central with lunch. The response wasn't really very big, but we have some operations going on telling us that, oh, logistics, we might have some problems, and how can we keep up the demands? How can we be more efficient? So this presentation, I want to share with you what we have learned through some of our trials. So this is also a picture of us in Good Lab, catering for Good Lab, which I want to especially thank Ada and the Good Lab for giving us this opportunity to cater for them. This is one of our home cookers cooking. This is some of the food that we are offering. Yes, I bet you guys are not hungry yet, right? Okay, so right now I would like to share a bit and then probably get some review comments on you guys later on how we can improve better. So the first thing that we learned is that we want to make this simple and stupid. This is one of the people like to say MISS. So the whole thing is create a very good user experience. So in order for people like even Auntie Ching to involve in this online platform, they only need 4 things. So the first thing, they need photos of their recipes. The second thing, they need to write the descriptions about the food. The third thing, because we are location-based service, for example, if you're in Mongkok, you can only buy from Home Cooked in Mongkok. You're in Central, you can only buy Home Cooked in Central. The reason we want to do that first, we want to maintain the quality of the food. It must be fresh. If it's not fresh, there's no point of us doing that. And the second thing is better for our logistics. The third thing, home cooks are able to price all the food at their own preferences. I will share with you a bit about business model later on. So these are the 4 things. You want to make it as simple as possible. For the first 2 things, photos and food descriptions, because sometimes it's a bit hard for some of them to actually come up with their own one. We provide additional service, but right now we offer it free by sending out our photographer and our editing team to their houses. The next thing you want to do is, other than making the supply side user-friendly, we want to make the user side user-friendly by incorporating some user-friendly designs. They can select different foods. After that, they make their payment online. Unfortunately, at this stage, we can't really figure out any way to make cash on delivery doable, because we do not know how to make everyone accountable for the cash. Maybe anyone can give us some reviews later. Right now, we only accept online payment. After that, the home cook would receive order immediately. Normally, we would require a 4 hours pre-order time, because you cannot know when the home cooks have to know early in order to prepare the ingredients. If you don't place any order, they will not buy any ingredients. And this is actually one problem for us, because imagine for you, you won't really order 4 hours earlier for your lunch or dinner, right? So maybe I can share with you how we try to solve this problem, but not really solving it entirely yet. The second one, as now we are more and more a bit like a social enterprise, but when I go to conferences, I realize people said that it is important not to sell a story. You can sell a story, because social enterprise normally have a lot of stories behind that, but it is important to put your focus on your product. In my case, that means the food must be good. So in order to do this, we have primarily three criteria to select all the home cook. First, we will go to their houses to meet all of them. In their houses, we will make sure first, by talking to them, do they really have the passion to cook? Because if they only see this as a purely revenue-generating platform, probably we are not exactly the right match. Because if you really calculate it, home cook can earn this as supplementary income, but not necessarily really like primary. It would be more profitable if you just go out and earn some full-time or part-time employment. Secondly, they must cook quite good food. Yes. Thirdly, hygiene. This is one of the most important questions that comes to your mind. How does their kitchen looks? Is it clean? Are they doing everything according to what the hygiene protocol should be? So in terms of this, we will also provide them hygiene workshop for them for 2 hours to get them carry on. We didn't provide this on an ongoing basis, but more like a first time, because we believe that for those people who actually know cook already, if they know the knowledge, we just need to kind of keep them going and telling them, because we can't actually see them cook their food every single time. So how do we still maintain the quality after the first time visit? Community. So we want to build an online community where people can give comments and review after you taste the food. This is very important, as we can't really see every single food. So we want to maintain the trusted community so that home cooks, once they receive a bad complaint or anything, they want to improve themselves, or else they will not be able to allow on the platform anymore. The third thing is we want to also make it affordable for different locations, at the same time maintaining a good margin for the home cooks. So we made a locations-based pricing strategy. Maybe you guys can let me know whether this kind of pricing strategy would be kind of reasonable to you. Okay, so the third thing, also one very important thing that I learned after a lot of social enterprise is although we are social enterprise, a lot of us might, because of our social mission, decide to support us. But that wouldn't carry us very far unless we are sustainable and profitable ourselves. So we must be able to help ourselves before helping the others, no matter what our social mission is. So the first thing we do is there a market there? So 11% is the money that average Hong Kong people spend on food in their total income. This is actually quite a high percentage. Secondly, our demand normally comes from, currently we are working primarily on the busy working community, normally people who are in Central, people who are in Mongkok, because they are the ones who can afford a much more expensive meals. So this will be the people we primarily engage in. We are also looking at elderly and kids in school in the future, after we are able to capture the first market. The third thing, so although we wanted to give some education training in terms of how to use the technology to let home cook know how to use the technology. But first, as we don't have so much resources, we want to start off with people who already know how to use the technology, how to use Facebook. So this will the people will be much more easier to catch on with our concept. So we found out that in Hong Kong, 82% of the people actually have internet access. 65% are female. Most of the people here, you might know that your mom already has smartphone. So in Hong Kong, this part would not really be that of a problem. Okay. In our business model, we take 18% to 20% of the commissions from the home cooked price. So you might think this might be a high commission. So what do we include? 4 things. The first things, we include all the marketing online and offline. Second thing, all the IT platform, all the listing of the food is free. The third thing, the credit cards fee will be also absorbed through the commissions. And the fourth thing, all the logistics and container also are included in the price. So when you include everything, actually 18% to 20% is not that much. These are some of the sales channels that we are trying to do because at the beginning, we actually found quite a lot of home cook joining us, but after that, the trend actually started to go down. And then we are actually scrambling for different resources to try to find home cook, which I would really appreciate if anyone here could give us some comment about it, because we actually found that it's a bit hard to reach so much home cooks that is interested. So this, you want, you know. Oh. Okay. Yes, finish. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Julie. 我諗咧，大家咧可能個記憶咧都會短暫一啲嘅。咁不如咧，我哋用5分10分鐘嘅時間咧，問晒呢啲問題先啦。其實 Julie 咧頭先咧就已經講咗好多佢嘅 business model 噶啦，大家都應該好明白佢嘅 Very Bite 咧而家係一個點樣嘅 model。咁咧就俾一啲 support 俾佢，俾一啲 feedback 俾佢，好冇？邊個講先？
Hi, I'm Julie. It's very interesting social enterprise, and I would love to order from you. And my question, actually my comment is, if I'm going to order home food, I hope it's not only the food, but it's the food, the eating experience. For example, I saw in the photo the food that you offered at Good Lab. It's still in like plastic containers, metal containers, and if I'm ordering home food, I hope it's gonna be like in genuine containers. Maybe it's something in ceramics. Give me the feeling of home. Thank you.
Maybe I can ask a question, because we were actually thinking about this. We were right now using the plastic container, like normal plastic container right now. A lot of people suggest it could be some recyclable container or real container. But would you buy exclusively for that container, and then sometimes we recycle it back when you want to use it for next time?
I think what you can do is, we have the soup delivery in Hong Kong. What they do is they will come deliver the food, and then maybe like a couple of hours later they can come pick it up, and then they can recycle and reuse the container again. And that I think it will be a great experience.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I think it's like I'm very conscious about plastic containers, or use wooden chopstick. Like I don't think it's a good match with your idea.
Thank you. The current this is definitely something that possibly in the future we will launch. But right now, our current challenge is we actually calculated if logistically wise, if you need to go to your place twice, we need twice amount of logic. Yeah, but that is definitely one thing that is more sustainable.
Follow up that you may use the Coke of the, you may use the container of the Coke. And then hopefully it's a return customer. Then you can collect next time.
Hi, I'm Kelvin from Unlimited in Hong Kong, but I've spent the last 7 years in London, and there's a couple organizations. One's called Casserole, which is more from like the social side, and then there's another one that when I saw yours, I looked it up. It's called Housebite, which is exactly what you wanted to do. But 2 years ago, they wanted to do what you wanted to do, but now they've changed it. So it tells me that something has gone wrong and the model hasn't gotten right. So kind of my question to you and for something for you is like, who are the ones in the world who have made it work and how have they made it work? And then of course, I think, I run an organization called Food Cycle back in the UK, or I used to, and one of the things is always about the cost of logistics. And hopefully with the kind of density of Hong Kong, that might actually change, but that's something we always had to get right, or very hard to get right in London and in the UK.
So thank you for your questions. You are the second people who said I should ask Housebite's people of why they changed their model. So I'm referencing my model against one US successful company right now called Mealcool. So they can be successful also because they run their logistics well. The way how they run their logistics is by using bicycles, people running on bicycles. They are able to engage people who use bicycles as an exercise and then pay them incentive. But then how do you, okay, one is they use bicycles. Secondly is they feed them information in real time, which houses they should go. So they receive the information in real time by using their mobile app, linking with all the data they receive instantly when people order. So this is something that can achieve with a very strong IT infrastructure, and the second, a very strong capital. So right now we are looking a lot in terms of how we can do the logistics in a minimal way. So one of the way we are doing it is we don't actually deliver to your doorstep, no point to point. We meet in the middle point, MTR stations right now. The home cooks, after they cook finish all the batch, they bring it to MTR to our middle person who will be wearing very nice uniform. And then we encourage everyone to come to MTR stations to pick up their dishes. In that way, they don't have to pay extra delivery charges. So we were trying to think around different ways, but logistics is really a killing point right now.
Okay, 1 or 2 more questions.
我一個問題咧就係喺美國咧啲人好中意拍甩㗎，即係意思即係話大家喺屋企煮個餸，大家一齊聚餐一齊食啦咁樣嚇。但喺香港咧，如果你係home cook，然後賣俾人嘅時候咧，頭先我就聽唔到你有冇係根據香港政府嘅 food license 嗰個 system 之下咧，咁啲人話 home cook 啊，邊個 home 啊，喺邊度煮㗎？邊啲人煮啊？佢哋啲衞生程度點㗎？睇唔到嘅喎，咁會好驚，或者你可唔可以俾個答案我哋咯？
好，係啦，呢個都係我亦一個非常遇到好多嘅呢個問題。咁其實咧honestly， 我哋係一個 grey area。根據 Food and Hygiene Department 咧，你係一定要一個 central kitchen。你所以可以 apply any license， 你冇一個中央廚房冇任何 license 係適合你嘅。咁我哋都問咗4個律師，咁我哋得到嘅答案好有兩極化嘅，因為2個律師我哋問咧係純粹做 business lawyer 咁嘅 business 嘅嗰個，另外2個係其實有 social enterprise 背景嘅。咁另外2個就講其實呢個規則嗰度唔係法律嗰度冇講你可以做。所以你就唔可以做。但另外2個就講 法律嗰度冇講你唔可以做，所以你就做咗先。就然之後都有 reference 翻，其實如果你哋知道私房菜咧，佢啱開始嘅時候都係唔犯法嘅，咁之後係開越來越多咗，然之後FEHD 嗰度就睇到，哎呀不如我哋俾佢哋一個可以真正 legally application 嘅 process 咁。當然我哋唔係可能咁極端啦，但係我哋都係喺個 grey area 嗰度生存咯。所以我哋就放好多心機係點樣去維持 hygiene，因為其實到後尾咧 FEHD 嗰度最主要都係 hygiene 嗰度，所以我哋就放多啲心思喺嗰度咯。
好，最後一個問題啦，有冇？冇嘅話咧，就好多謝 Julie， 大家記住咧，一陣咧去寫個 post note 鼓勵下佢嚇，同埋俾多啲意見俾佢。咁好啦，下一位咧就係黃牧師係你啦喎，黃牧師係嚟自田國社會服務嘅，咁咧佢亦都係有一個 project 咧係想同我哋介紹。咁咧嗱，其實後邊我同事 Stephanie 咧而家都係做緊一啲嘅職場英語翻譯。如果大家真係英文人 ，if you are English speaker, please go to Stephanie, which is she's right there and she's doing simultaneous translation for English speakers。
我諗咧 fair 啦，第一就講國語，第二講英文，我呢個講廣東話啦。如果你唔識聽廣東話，揾一個老友記或者隔離左右嘅幫你翻譯下啦。其實我都好簡單嘅。一陣間你攞一個 file 呢個咧有晒英文嘅喺裏邊。田國社會服務咧係一個扶貧嘅機構，佢主要咧係提供係餐食俾人。同埋咧，我哋整麵包咧係送俾啲學生嘅。咁呢個嘅係我哋嘅口號，就係話大家都知道呢個口號喺邊度嚟㗎啦。如果你去過教會讀過主禱文，都知道呢句説話係主禱文裏面嘅其中一句嚇。咁咧我咧就係呢一個嘅呢個服務田國社會服務嘅創始人嚟嘅。咁我離開香港啦31年啦，咁啊喺美國聖公會做牧師，咁啊前年咧退咗休翻嚟，咁翻嚟咧就有一個做生意嘅人咧，佢亦都係基督徒，佢又捐咗一筆錢俾我，佢要我咧開一個社會服務嘅機構，咁咧做一啲社企嘅工作，咁我翻去美國禱告咗半年啦 ，prepare 咗半年之後咧，就翻嚟咧就開始咗一個田國社會服務啦。咁咧，田國係點樣誕生嘅咧？邊個捐款呢啲咧？就都係有啲有錢嘅人啦。咁田國嗰個金句咧係呢度嚟嘅，個田國個字喺呢度嚟嘅，田國呢個字。咁原來咧猶太人咧喺舊約聖經裏邊有一個好緊要嘅一個信息話俾佢哋人聽嘅。每一個有農田嘅人咧，都要將佢嘅田國咧捐，唔好收。俾嗰啲窮人咧，或者過路嘅人咧，喺嗰度收攞嗰啲剩翻嗰個 corner 嗰啲嘅啲稻田咧，啲嚟到啲谷咧自己可以有得食噶。咁咧就係話暗示咧就話我哋大家去分享資源啊。如果你有資源嘅，應該分享一個 corner 出嚟，一啲出嚟咧俾其他嗰啲有需嘅人咧可以享受得到。咁係鼓勵我哋咧去分享嘅。咁香港算係唔錯嘅一個地方去分享呢啲嘅資源㗎。咁呢個就係呢一句説話裏邊嗰個意思啦。咁我哋點解用綠色咧？我哋都希望能夠 go green， 即係話去使用一啲可以再用嘅嘢嚟到咧去做呢一個環保嘅。咁田國咧都係一班嘅基督徒咧，係熱心嘅基督徒咧一齊組成嘅。咁我哋主要做乜嘢咧？係好簡單嘅啫。其實我哋主要咧就係第一個計劃就係提供餐飲俾嗰啲有需要嘅人。譬如話一個人佢入息咧係低過3000蚊嘅，咁佢個銀行存款又唔係好多錢，咁我哋就可以俾佢餐食㗎啦。咁點樣俾法咧？我同 local 嗰啲餐館咧嘥咗一個合約。我哋印我哋嘅餐券咧，就俾呢一個人咧去嗰度食餐，指定嘅餐廳食餐。咁佢或者呢個人我俾佢10餐嘅晚餐，咁咧咁佢攞住我哋嘅餐券就去指定嗰個餐廳度食餐㗎啦。咁或者咧俾佢午餐下午茶，或者係午餐晚餐，咁佢就指定嘅餐廳食餐。點解我哋咁樣做咧？我哋希望咧有兩個原因嘅，希望佢融翻入個社會裏邊咧，喺個社會裏邊或者係嗰個社區嘅裏邊咧，能夠享受同平常人一樣。 第二個理由咧，我哋希望能夠刺激經濟，讓嗰啲local 嘅餐館咧，佢哋嘅有足夠嘅生意咧係可以做嘅。所以我哋咧就係用呢一個方法嚟到去做。咁當然申請嘅人咧都要填表啊，要 interview 啊。咁我哋咧睇下佢個貧窮嘅情形係點樣。咁我哋已經係開始做緊㗎啦。咁我哋做嘅地方咧，因為香港咁大咧，我哋嘅經費又唔係咁多，所以我哋 focus 咧喺觀塘區同埋深水埗區。咁我哋田國除咗俾餐人食之外咧，我哋就製造咗2個麵包，一個麵包叫做5餅2魚，一個麵包咧叫做田國麵包。咁如果你讀聖經知道咩叫5餅2魚咧，即係耶穌用5餅2魚餵飽5000人咁解啦。咁我哋希望呢一個 message 咧就係分享，去讓呢啲特別係我哋俾呢個5餅2魚麵包、田國麵包係俾邊啲人咧？俾嗰啲 after school program 嘅學生，或者係有大型嘅扶貧嘅活動嘅時候咧，我哋可以生產啲麵包咧去支持俾佢哋，佢哋唔使出錢嘅。咁呢個咧就係我哋要做嘅嘢。咁我哋呢啲5餅2魚麵包同埋我哋田國麵包都有專家咧嚟到去 form 嘅，去整出嚟。咁喺有一個社企麵包坊咧係幫我哋生產嘅。咁我哋咧就喺我哋成個田國裏邊咧有第3個計劃咧，就希望能夠成立一個麵包坊嘅。本來想成立一個前邊係餐廳，後邊整麵包，但係太貴租啦，而家香港冇辦法可以afford得起，所以我哋希望喺工廠區裏邊咧能夠成立一個麵包坊。咁呢個麵包坊我哋嘅 target 做咩咧？我哋有一個 target 希望幫助啲弱勢弱智嘅人可以參與呢一個做麵包嘅工作同埋學習。第二個 target 咧，我哋希望啲南亞人咧嚟到培訓佢哋。第3咧就係興趣組嘅，邊個有興趣做 cookie 啊、做麵包啊、做蛋糕啊，咁可以嚟。咁第4個咧就係嗰啲職訓班，我哋希望佢哋有啲人咧能夠做職業訓練，讓佢將來可以成為佢揾食嘅工具。當佢有咗一個揾食嘅工具，可以提升咗佢嘅生活上嗰個需要，就解決咗個貧窮嘅情況啦。咁我哋咧就已經申請咗一個 grant， 但係未批落嚟，又未見。我哋真係日日祈禱，希望佢能夠俾我哋能夠有呢個 grant， 咁我哋就可以做到好多嘅嘢，而且請好多人做嘢。咁咧呢個就係我哋嘅好希望能夠得到嘅。咁田國麵包亦都係呢啲麵包咧，佢哋食過都話好好食嘅，希望你有機會試下。咁呢啲就係我哋要製出嚟嘅餐券啦。咁我哋印晒咧喺邊個餐廳啊，幾多錢啊，喺幾時幾日食啊，去邊度食啊咁啊。咁我哋而家有一啲咁嘅社區嘅人咧，同我哋一齊嚟到 work 緊嘅 ，work together 嘅。咁咧耶穌愛我，我做牧師就會希望耶穌咧能夠去幫助人。因為我細個嘅時候真係好貧窮㗎。咁你知唔知我今年67、8嘅啦都？咁細個嘅時候咧，試過係天主教派麵啦、派奶粉啦，有啲教會派米啦。我記得有一次有個教會嘅人問我：你要唔要米啊？我話我翻去問我媽媽先。媽媽話：你傻仔，米都唔要。咁佢翻去問要幾多啊？每個月30斤啦咁即係每個月攞30斤米，咁食夠制米大㗎。呢個就係教會咧係 support 到，雖然香港或者睇唔到有呢啲咁嘅事情做啦，咁但係好多貧窮嘅人都係需要幫助嘅咧。我今日要介紹係咁多啦，大家有問題嘅可以
多謝黃牧師。
Thank you。
好，我哋問埋問題先啦。又或者大家行過去去寫一張嘅 post notes。
阿鄺先生咧派緊呢啲，如果你有需要嘅可以攞嚇。有問題。我講一講咧，我點解有個牧師衫？呢個係我哋一個社企業嚟嘅。牧師衫咧係一個牧師嘅 uniform。咁我哋係做咗呢一個社企咧，希望我哋有一條生產線呢一個衣廠咧，幫我哋生產呢啲牧師衫。有我哋嘅品牌叫 Cornersfield。咁成為我哋嘅品牌，我哋希望將來揾到錢咧，就可以做多啲麵包啦。咁香港嘅 market 唔係好高嘅，但係去到歐美嘅時候咧就會好高噶啦。咁我哋係 dream 緊咧，希望能夠打入歐美嘅市場 in the future 啊，喺將來。
多謝晒你黃牧師。不如我哋聽埋下一個 presentation 先啦，好嘛？ 咁下一個 presentation 係好家庭菜園嘅 Kevin。
喂 ，testing， 係。既然轉咗 channel，咁我用埋廣東話講啦。咁大家好，我叫 Kevin，咁我係嚟自好家庭菜園嘅城市農夫嚟嘅。咁今日開始之前呢，我攞咗少嘢過嚟，大家都知啲咩嚟㗎？樽蓋，係啊。咁其實呢啲樽蓋咧，大家平時即係可能有啲人會重用啲膠樽啦，但係樽蓋可能都多數都唔要。咁我一陣會講下究竟我點樣用呢啲樽蓋可以令到個社區嘅老人家同小朋友都開心。另外亦都講一講點解啲樽蓋同我哋做嘅嘢都有啲關係。咁我開始咗先。咁其實咧我有2個拍檔一齊。咁其實我哋都係喺田度耕種啦。咁但係其實我哋就一路都諗緊一樣嘢，就係想做一啲嘢可以將人同大自然嘅關係同埋一啲食物分享呢幾樣嘢可以串連埋一齊。咁其實我哋就諗緊啲咩做法可以做到呢樣嘢。去聯繫到。咁其實點解食物分享咁重要咧？其實頭先其實牧師講嗰部分都有啲關係，就係其實我哋知道而家其實香港貧富懸殊咧係一個好嚴重嘅狀況。其實尤其是喺食物方面啦，其實基層家庭裏邊嗰個佔嘅食物開支啦，都係好重嘅負擔。另外就係其實佢哋都好關注自己健康嘅狀況。咁所以我哋就諗緊，其實如果我哋可以有一啲新鮮，亦都係健康，唔單止係對自己身體健康，而係對個環境、大自然都健康嘅一啲食物。我哋講緊就係用有機耕種嘅種植方法，去分享到俾一啲基層家庭嘅呢件事，會係一件好有意義嘅事。咁我哋於是就諗緊將2樣嘢連繫埋一齊。第一樣嘢就係都市種植。咁我哋第一部分嘅行動咧，就會喺學校開始咗嘅。咁就其實係喺學校有啲地方啦，佢會俾一啲資源，我哋喺嗰度做一啲都市種植。咁另外一樣嘢咧，就係同社區嘅分享，就係我哋連喺啲基層家庭啦，用一個派送或者大家一齊煮啲菜嚟食嘅方式咧，希望佢可以有機會接觸到啲新鮮健康嘅蔬菜之餘，亦都可以了解到多啲關於我哋大自然嘅環境同食物嘅關係啦嘅嘢。咁於是我哋出現就係將呢2樣嘢連埋一齊。其實我哋最主要就係組織一啲義工啦。同埋我哋會喺學校裏邊，我哋就會教一啲同學去種植嘅一啲技巧啦。同埋我哋咧另一方面，我就聯繫喺翻區內嘅一啲社福機構啊有關嘅嘢咧。咁我哋就將佢哋嘅收成咧分享翻俾一啲基層家庭。咁我可以講一講我哋而家其實做緊咧，最主要有2間學校，我哋已經開始咗一個行動。咁第一個咧就喺天水圍嘅。咁其實咧呢度就有20個同學咧，同我哋一齊去做呢個校園農圃。咁其實可以大概講少少啦。其實我哋都希望個農圃盡量係用多啲社區同埋回收嘅資源。所以你見我哋係用紅酒箱嘅耕種為主。其實呢啲我哋都係免費去揾翻啲酒店啊或者啲紅酒鋪去收翻嚟去做呢個種植箱。咁呢度大概我哋上堂嘅情形。咁我都可以講一講。其實我哋除咗教啲同學去耕種，由落泥啦、落種啦，去種植之外，其實我哋都會有啲喺課堂講解，講少少關於有機種植嘅嘢，亦都會講一啲關於本土飲食嘅一啲嘢。其實我哋都會係兼顧唔同部分。另外，其實我哋有一節咧就會帶一啲同學，除咗校園耕種啦，會去實際嘅田地咧做一啲體驗或者一啲參觀咁樣。其實我哋覺得呢個係一個好整體好重要部分，係我哋想透過呢個過程，令到啲同學真真正正可以喺耕種裏邊，亦都了解到我哋同大自然之間嗰個緊密嘅關係。咁另一個地方，我哋喺屯門。咁其實屯門咧，呢個就係一個天台農圃嚟嘅。咁其實我哋都講緊我哋啲農圃啦。咁呢個用另一個做法。咁其實你見下面有啲卡板。咁其實卡板我哋喺呢個郵政署收翻嚟，都係啲社區裏邊嘅免費資源。咁我哋就用翻學校提供嘅 banner 咧，去佔住嗰個種植嗰個農圃咁樣。咁其實我哋盡量都用啲回收資源去做呢個種植。咁又係啦，其實我哋即係都會帶啲同學咧去一啲農場參觀啦。咁呢個咧就帶咗去粉嶺嘅老農田。咁去實際咧去體驗一個農田裏邊嘅唔同嘅種植環境啦，同埋即係一啲種植之間嘅一啲關係啊，同自然嘅關係同埋技巧咁樣。 咁其實嚟緊我哋喺12月份咧就會實際咧就將同學嘅一啲收成咧同社區分享。咁我哋其實已經聯絡咗喺屯門嘅一間社區中心啦、社福機構啦。咁咧其實我哋會搞一個活動啦，就將啲中學生帶去社區裏邊，同一啲基層婦女嘅義工小組咧，做一個比較親密嘅分享，就係佢哋會攞到啲菜去啦。基層中心基層嘅婦女義工組咧，佢就會將啲蔬菜咧煮咗，跟住大家一齊去食。咁透過呢個過程咧，其實大家會有一啲互動同交流啦。一來咁啲基層婦女咧可以了解到關於一啲同學耕種嘅一啲體驗或者過程啦。咁另外其實同學亦都可以透過基層婦女去了解多啲關於一啲飲食啊，或者一啲傳統嘅飲食智慧咁樣。咁其實我哋咧就嚟緊我哋12月會搞呢個咁嘅活動。咁其實呢個就大概講咗我哋最主要做緊嘅嘢。咁接住落嚟我就講4個部分咧，係好重要去支持到我哋成個機構去成個組織去發展嘅部分。咁第一個咧就係我哋一路好積極去投入啲社區活動。咁頭先都記得呢個膠樽蓋哦。咁咧其實我哋就做咗一樣嘢，其實呢個係磁石嚟嘅。咁我哋咧就其實咧就之前喺屯門咧都試過有幾次咧擺啲攤位活動。咁其實就用啲膠樽蓋啦，加咗磁石。其實大家去做呢樣嘢咧，就去畫一啲公仔咁樣，就可以攞翻走。咁其實透過呢個過程，你見到其實無論係老人家啦、小朋友啦，其實都好投入去參與呢個活動。咁其實我哋係幾驚喜有呢樣嘢。咁但係其實呢個好重要就係其實我想講咧，其實我哋做緊嘅嘢唔單止係耕種田園。我一開頭講話我哋人同自然、大自然嘅關係，其實我哋做緊呢啲所謂upcycling 或者 reuse 嘅嘢，其實我哋都講緊，我哋希望我哋嘅大自然少啲廢物、少啲負擔。所以其實我哋除咗頭先講呢個膠樽蓋啦，咁我哋咧其實都喺幼稚園咧就搞一啲 workshop， 就一啲親子 workshop。咁其實呢個咧好似有盒喎，大家估唔到原本係咩嚟㗎？其實原本係個洗頭水樽嚟嘅。咁我哋就教一啲親子活動咧，去將一個洗頭水樽變成一個可以裝下嘢嘅細嘅盒仔啦。咁呢個就係你見到呢幅相嘅部分啦。咁啊，我哋都有啲社區活動，我哋講解下啲家居種植啊，同埋 upcycling 嘅嘢咁樣。咁其實我哋覺得，我哋親身去多啲走入去社區，去無論係宣傳種植或者宣傳一啲對自然環境好嘅信息，其實我哋係好着重呢個部分嘅參與。咁另一樣嘢咧，其實我哋咧本身我哋喺田裏邊咧都會做一啲農產品，我哋做一啲製作嘅。例如洛神花啦，例如我哋會種一啲香草，做一啲香草茶，同埋我帶咗啱過嚟咧，呢個我哋做嘅香草鹽。咁其實呢個係9層塔，我哋加咗辣椒、加檸檬，我哋做一啲香草鹽。咁其實呢啲係調味用嘅。咁其實呢個好實際地啦，咁可以有一啲收入去支持翻我哋發展啦。咁另外其實透過呢個售賣過程咧，我哋希望可以多啲人了解到我哋好家庭菜園係做緊啲咩嘅活動，做緊一啲咩嘅對聯繫社區嘅分享活動咁樣嘅。咁呢個係我哋做嘅產品。咁另一樣咧，其實我哋好積極去宣傳我哋嘅理念。咁所以其實好歡迎去喺媒體上面講解我哋而家做緊嘅嘢啦，同埋我哋嘅諗法咁樣。咁其實我哋之前都喺啲電台啊、報紙裏邊都有啲有關嘅報導咁樣。咁最後一樣嘢咧，就係大家嘅支持。我諗其實我哋而家好需要就係多啲義工去幫我哋去繼續去推廣呢個，或者去幫我哋帶動呢個社區種植啦。咁另一個我哋其實都一路揾緊。頭先我講我哋喺學校係第一步啦。咁其實我哋都想喺社區其他一啲市區種植嘅空間，可以提供到俾我哋去做一啲都市種植，咁可以有更多嘅蔬菜咧，可以分享俾到社區同埋基層家庭嘅。咁呢個就係大家嘅支持。咁我今日講嘅嘢咧就差唔多啦。咁有啲咩可以上翻去 Facebook 啦。咁多謝大家 ，thank you。
好，問題有冇啊？問題問阿 Kevin。
我想有個問題就係，好家庭菜園佢啲栽種係用啲咩物料去做？
你係指係物料嘅意思係？
即係啲譬如你啲土啊，啲 fertilizer 啲 material 係咩嚟嘅？
其實我哋基本上都係用翻有機種植嘅原則嘅，咁所以其實所有我哋都唔用化學嘅肥料啊，同埋農藥啊，同埋即係總之我哋係用翻有機種植裏邊嘅 concept 去做咯。
其實咧最理想咧就係社區每一個角落咧，我哋而家政府成日種一啲草咁，即係嗰啲一格格嗰啲，你知道大家知道我講咩呵？即係嚇咁啊！嗰度如果全部種晒菜就會好靚嘅，即係我成日都係咁喺度夢想嘅。好，仲有冇問題？其實我好希望咧，好家庭菜園咧，第日佢即係收成多嘅時候咧，係有到豐收日啦，咁啊真係成個社區咧就可以一齊煮餸啊，一齊食飯啊，咁即係呢個氣氛應該幾好。好，仲有冇問題？冇咧，剛剛有一位朋友咧就話佢都好想介紹下佢個一個模式。佢唔知道自己係咪做緊社會企業，咁但係我哋呢個 Ripple Forum 咧就好自由嘅。如果大家係有啲 project 做緊，又或者真係想喺呢度 bounce off 一啲 ideas 嘅時候咧，歡迎大家都企身講下嘢嚇。好，你自我介紹先好唔好啊？
我叫阿 Ken 啊，唔好意思，我真係冇乜準備。係我叫阿 Ken， 唔好意思嘅，冇咩準備。但係我想同你分享咧，就係其實今日個個人都好有心去為社會做啲嘢，但係我想同大家分享一個經驗咧，就係其實做生意真係好難嘅。其實我而家有一個生意咧，就係3年之前去做啦。咁俗語都有講啦，發財立品啦。其實你要個生意企得好咧，其實先至可以去咩嘢。其實呢個係一個好現實嚟嘅。我而家分享嘅經驗咧，只不過我唔係話我叻過大家或者咩，只不過失敗嘅經驗咧比大家多好多嚇。咁我講翻，咁點解要分享呢個經驗咧？因為其實呢個例子咧，其實都可以算一個比較成功嘅例子啦。因為我會介紹佢係點樣成功法或者有名法啦，或者點樣啦。其實即係 OK 嗱，呢個企業喺3年前嘅。咁3年前，因為我自己做工廠嘅，我就有機會去到一啲好窮嘅地方啦。因為我哋做工廠嘅人都係一定要去一啲好窮嘅地方咧去開發啦，或者乜嘢。OK， 咁我翻到嚟咧，咁我就同我老婆講啦。其實而家呢盤生意係我老婆嚟嘅，但係我老婆今日真係好忙，佢而家好忙啊。嗰陣時翻到香港咧，就有個概念咧，就係將51% 嘅利潤咧，就捐俾山區啲兒童嘅。OK， 咁我哋就開咗間餐廳啦。咁呢個餐廳咧，其實係講緊一間村屋裏邊啦，其實係好細嘅。我諗講緊係加埋戶外咧係400尺，連埋個廚房嘅，咁真係好細好細。咁開嗰陣時咧，根本個個人都話：阿 Ken 你唔好開啦，做飲食咁鬼死麻煩，你開嚟即係冇嘢做咩？咁後尾大家都照開啦，因為嗰陣時都有個理想喺度。OK， 咁係咪開啦？開，哇，冇生意喎，冇人入嚟喎。我老婆好慘喎，鬧交啊同我，跟住哎呀乜鬼都做啦，做廚房啊，即係買啲腸粉翻嚟賣啦，乜。因為以前一個概念係做私房菜嘅，其實我老婆好中意煮嘢食嘅。咁但唔好意思啊，跳下咁樣講啊。我老婆咧，其實我介紹下我老婆先啦。我老婆係一個好蠢嘅人嚟嘅，可能係老公都會覺得老婆蠢，但係。唔
係，不如你去翻你做緊嘅嘢好唔好啊？OK， 因為如果仲有時間嘅話，可能仲有其他人想 present， 好嘛？
因為其實我覺得我嘅經驗咧係幾值得分享，因為我老婆已經唔係一間普通嘅餐館啦，所以我想講埋落嚟，因為佢有個奮鬥歷史啦。咁唔好意思啊，好快。OK， 5分鐘講完好嘛？5分鐘。OK。咁我朋友問我：你老婆係咪撞咗邪啊？其實我真係我好嘅朋友問我。OK。咁係咪間餐廳冇生意咧？咁我哋就改，咁就將個廚房租出去。咁將個廚房租咗出去咧，跟住咧咁就好多傳媒嚟訪問我哋。OK， 第一個就係香港故事，因為香港電台做嘅故事，咁有30分鐘咧係介紹我老婆同個餐館嘅。OK， 咁做完之後咧，其實香港所有最大嘅傳媒都訪問我老婆，即係包括咗無線啦、香港電台啦、明報週刊啦、呢個咩飲食雜誌係封面啦，即係全部都有嘅。咁其實我亦都唔係攞呢5分鐘嚟賣廣告啊，因為我唔講我自己叫咩名嘅。OK， 大家知唔知 Facebook 而家其實頭先有講 Facebook marketing 啦，係咪？其實知唔知 Facebook 而家中餐飲食咧，其實最多 fans 係大概幾多度㗎？嗱，大家樂嗰啲真係好犀利，擺好多資源落去嘅。係講緊美心嗰啲係擺好多資源落去。 係2萬幾個 fans 嘅。我老婆呢間200幾尺嘅菜館咧，係講緊5萬幾個 fans 嘅。OK 嗱，我唔講我老婆嗰間菜館叫咩名，但係如果你哋咧真係想搞呢個 business 咧，想搞飲食嘅 business 咧，我失敗經驗咧，肯定比大家在座嗰多位係多好多嘅。我係浪費嘅錢係多好多嘅，所以咧，如果大家咧係想問我嘢或者點樣咧，或者問我啲失敗嘅經驗咧，可以隨時嚟揾我都得。因為唔好意思啊，5分鐘 ，OK。多謝。
OK， 好。其實我都好想知道你個
拍手都
乜嘢，同埋
俾失敗者。OK。
即係同埋即係你個名，如果你唔怕講，其實點樣係你覺得係有個社會使命喺度？
嗱，首先咧其實我從來都唔會喺我啲客面前咧，即係我老婆啲客面前咧，係講捐51% 嘅錢俾人哋，因為我哋開嗰陣時咧，嗰間嘢叫51農莊嘅。咁其實有啲人話：喂，阿 Ken 你捐錢又捐錢啦，使乜咁高調啫？咁後尾就改咗名嘅，後尾就改咗名。OK， 咁我哋有咩社會使命？第一個社會使命咧就係捐錢啦。第二個社會使命咧，其實好多人喺點解會咁多人 like 我老婆嘅 Facebook 咧？因為佢代表咗我哋呢班6、7、10後。其實而家係好多年青人啦。其實我哋呢班6、7、10後咧，其實真係有個理想喺度咧。其實真係可以做到㗎。可能大家後生仔女多，未必明白我哋嘅感受，但係其實係好多人睇完啲之後咧話好感動啊。其實即係有啲人話我愛你啊，乜都寫嘅，所以其實係咯，所以呢個就係一個社會使命咯。我哋即係師奶都可以，即係一個好蠢，成日都俾人睇小嘅師奶，其實都可以成功。我而家係搞緊工廠，我老婆嚟過我公司，但係我間公司其實有幾個 partner 嘅，但係我啲 partner 都頂唔上我老婆話：喂，大佬佢真係唔掂啊！你叫佢走啦！即係其實佢真係一個好慘，其實比普通人係慘好多嘅人嚟。但係佢而家咧，而家夫貧妻貴咯，人哋我都上過電視嘅。佢因為佢訪問我老婆嗰時，我都借佢人哋都冇介紹我叫咩話 Grace 嘅丈夫，真係慘，而家真係夫貧妻貴。OK，
多謝晒你先啦。咁其實我哋時間咧就唔係好多，咁但係都仲有少少嘅時間，5分10分鐘到，睇下在座有邊位朋友咧，其實都係做緊一啲嘅好有意思嘅 project， 大家可以攞出嚟分享。喺水滴論壇咧，我哋好希望其實製造啲漣漪嘅效應，所以咧英文叫 Ripple Forum。我哋今日喺度聽，大家都聽到係有好多嘅 project， 有啲啱啱開始，亦都係有啲已經係進行咗一段時間。咁我好想大家明白一樣嘢咧，就係社會企業咧就唔係坐喺個台上面一啲嘅國際嘅 speaker 先能夠做得到嘅嘢，而係我哋每一個人都應該喺個份內可以做得到嘅。咁我哋係咪有幾位朋友想 present 啊？They're from Thailand. Okay, so let's welcome our friends from Thailand and let's see what Thai young people are doing. Can you please come here?
Hello everyone. We are from Thai Social Enterprise Office. Our office is on try to create an environment and ecosystem of social enterprise in Thailand. Our office is begin the last 3 years. Now we are so very young social enterprise office as you compare to another office in the world. So I have to share. I have a project that we are working on to share you. It's a social enterprise marketplace. We have a problem in Thailand. Social enterprise had to set up because they can't find the market, or they can't find they can find the target group to sell their product. So it's hard to sustain the business. So we try to make a platform, an open platform for everyone, like a social enterprise, like a quality producer, to get involved in this platform and matching them with the target group. We try to customize the business of their business to their consumer. So we think this is the better way than they do. Like because some social enterprise in Thailand then they don't have business knowledge. So we think this platform will solve their problem. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but actually this platform is not only the place that the social enterprise can come to sell their product, but also it's a platform that gives some knowledge to the consumer that there are many products that is good for the society and you can help them. It's not that everyone need to become a social entrepreneur, but if they want the society to be better, they can support them by buying their products.
It's like in Hong Kong, we have ever heard about good goods. Yeah, I think it's the same concept or idea that supporting social enterprise by your everyday life. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Else, yes, please. 你行出嚟啊，係啊，我俾個咪你。
開咗，係大家好啊！我叫 Miranda， 我係一間 NGO 嗰度做嘅，咁就係叫做氣候組織 The Climate Group。咁其實喺過去1年咧，我哋已經run 嗰個 campaign 咧，就叫微碳行動啊。咁其實咧就係介紹好多喺日常生活裏面咧，可以即係減少個人碳排放、救地球啊、保護環境嘅工作啦。咁其實今日點解我自己走嚟參加呢個 summit 咧？其實我就係想認識多少少 social enterprise 嘅人，或者你哋做緊，或者係諗緊去做，因為我覺得喺香港咧，其實好多 social enterprise 都好努力，即係自己去打拼啦。但係其實有一樣缺乏咗咧，就其實好似頭先泰國嘅朋友講咧，其實缺乏咗一個好整體嘅平台咧，可以將你哋好全面咁樣介紹俾啲公眾啊。咁變咗好多係即係 duplicate 咗啲 effort， 即係你又自己努力，第二個又自己努力，咁但係中間其實亦都缺乏咗一啲合作嘅機會咯。咁其實我哋組織就而家諗緊嚟緊可能會做一個 campaign 咧，其實就係集合香港好多 social enterprise 一齊睇下點樣可以 create 一個 synergy。咁所以就借呢個機會，即係第一好開心聽到好多好好嘅 ideas 咯。第二咧就係即係如果大家有興趣，將來有合作嘅咧，一間可以揾我攞張大家交換一下卡片。咁嚟緊即係我哋個 plan 可以即係同大家一齊去 develop 咯。咁亦都係希望我哋喺即係作為一個 NGO 可以再即係貢獻翻呢個社會嘅一個少少嘅 effort 咯。咁多謝大家。
好，多謝你啊 Miranda。好啦，真係好啦，越嚟越多人肯出嚟去 share 佢自己做緊啲乜嘢。仲有冇其他朋友？係，請你出嚟啊！我哋俾支咪俾你。
我係嚟自大陸順德嘅。
順德有個創新中心喎，係咪？
係啊係啊，我就係跟佢哋嚟嘅。咁其實咧，我哋做緊一間企業，其實我都唔知道算唔算社會企業嘅。咁咧係喺順德咧有一班好有國際視野嘅企業家啦。咁佢見到我哋之前做咗一啲資源嘅整合，係可以幫順德國際化，去幫助順德國際化嘅呢個過程裏邊出一啲力啦，貢獻一啲力量咁樣。其實咧，順德一個好細嘅農村啦，咁只有802平方公里，係嚟呢度2個鐘度啦。咁而家嘅經濟應該都算幾好，但係咧就國際化比香港就會差好遠好遠啦。咁我哋喺北滘咧就有一個有個怡和中心啦。咁我哋係即係話本來係自己嘅寫字樓嚟嘅。咁因為同 幾年前學英文嘅關係啦，咁我就會同為咗學英文就同好多領館嘅外交官啊、商務領事啊，同埋商會啦，同埋呢啲商人咧就建立咗一啲朋友嘅關係。咁而家係我哋啲企業家咧就發起咗每人夾咗一筆錢出嚟，去做咗一個企業係個信念咧，係要幫助順德國際化嘅呢個步伐嘅。咁我哋會去做一啲幫助順德嘅企業去國際嘅投資啦、貿易啦、係教育同埋文化交流嘅。咁呢間企業咧係即係去有好多企業家發起咗之後，咁佢應該係自己去賺錢嘅，而唔係交會費。咁我哋而家啱啱先開始成立，咁我哋已經有一啲 business model 咧係可以去有收入去運營呢間公司，同埋咧當佢賺咗錢嘅時候，我哋係唔分紅，係去將一啲利益咧去做翻呢個社會企業成立嘅時候嘅信念嘅咁樣。我哋啱啱先開始啦，咁我哋會做咗好幾樣嘅嘢啦，一個係幫順德嘅大嘅企業，包括好似美的同碧桂園啦，佢哋有好多自己嘅資源，但係喺國際投資嘅時候，佢哋欠缺一啲好廣泛嘅 connection 同埋一啲 high level 嘅contact 嘅。咁我哋喺上個禮拜有28個亞洲太平洋地區嘅美國商會嘅會長喺順德開年會啦，咁同好多企業去聯繫咗嘅，係我哋組織嘅。咁下個月呢，我哋喺17號呢會將美國嘅商務部長副商務部長Sanchez Francisco 呢就邀請嚟順德同我哋啲企業去對接啦。咁我哋仲有一個係同美國嘅YMCA 國家National Board Member 嘅 Director 呢，就係有一個合作。咁就將我哋順德嘅小朋友咧，係擺去美國嘅夏令營裏邊，去有一個培訓啦。咁佢又保證我哋每一個 camp 裏邊，每一個小朋友喺一個 camping 裏邊，喺一個木屋裏邊，係同7個小朋友一齊啦，一個教練一齊，咁樣去有2個禮拜嘅 program。咁一個係令到我哋順德嘅小朋友能夠好自然咁樣學識咗英文，另一個咧就令到佢呢7個美國小朋友咧能夠了解中國嘅文化同埋語言，咁喺佢哋家長同埋喺佢哋嘅家長同埋呢啲美國小朋友咧都係覺得係另一種國際化嘅。咁我哋會做咗好多一啲雙贏嘅嘢。咁呢個社企咧佢係會同時提供有償嘅服務俾幫順德嘅單一嘅企業去做一啲嘢。咁我哋希望喺未來希望大家都支持我哋啦，俾多更多嘅資源喺我哋呢個平台嘅。咁我唔知道呢個算唔算社會企業，但係佢只係唔係做慈善嘅，係做一個社會功能嘅。
對我哋嚟講咧，其實有社會功能、有社會使命嘅企業咧，其實都係廣義上嘅社會企業嚟嘅。好多謝你呢位先生。其實而家內地咧，我知道廣東省咧都有，譬如中山好、順德好咧，因為我喺 Good Lab 好單位都見過佢哋啦，就真係有好多人好有興趣推動社會企業同埋社會創新嘅。咁我哋頭先有內地朋友嘅介紹啦，有台灣啦，原先咁亦都係有泰國啦，咁仲有我哋幾個香港嘅推動緊唔同嘅 social 同埋環保 project 嘅一啲嘅朋友。好啦，時間係差唔多啦。我就建議咧，其實如果係我哋頭先 present 嘅朋友未走咧，你哋企翻去你哋塊板嗰度，好嘛？咁咧就其他啲朋友真係有啲意見咧，頭先太大位啦，即係唔想咁大庭廣眾俾啲意見俾佢咧，其實係可以咧去翻嗰塊板嗰度咧俾啲意見俾佢。阿 Spencer 你企翻喺度啦 ，Sunny，and then Julie，Kevin， 咁睇下仲有Arthur 喺咩度啊 ？Arthur 喺度係啦。你哋企翻喺嗰度啦，咁大家可以係真係再俾多啲意見俾佢。我見到頭先有啲 post note 有人都係留低咗 email 同埋電話，就話喺唔同嘅方面都可以支持佢哋嘅。我哋呢個最大嘅作用咧就係咁樣。So thank you very much for attending this Ripple Forum. We need a ripple effect. We need to do good, and we need all of you to support and to contribute. Okay, thank you very much.
田國都好多謝 MaD 俾我哋有咁嘅機會嚟到 present， 多謝晒。
咁我哋又再講下啦，呢個 Make a Difference 咧，我哋個年會咧就好快嚟啦。通常12月咧就係社企民間高峰會，1月咧就係 MaD Make a Difference。咁大家咧可以嚟呢度攞張 postcard 上網去睇下我哋 MaD 嘅 speakers 同埋 MaD 嘅3天嘅活動，歡迎大家咧係嚟參與嘅。Early Bird 咧好似係聽日喎，聽日完喎。咁不過唔緊要嘅，如果大家係真係有興趣嘅話咧，可以盡早 contact 翻我哋。咁我都好多謝我嘅同事啦，同埋我哋今日係做製作嘅朋友。其實呢啲所有嘅一啲嘅大家坐嘅工具咧，都係我哋香港嘅文化藝術嘅工作者係幫手做。我哋 Ripple Forum 係希望係俾到大家個氣氛咧，係真係可以係促進討論嘅。咁希望大家中意頭先嘅氣氛嚇。好，大家去翻嗰塊展板嗰度咧，係再俾多啲意見，再做多啲嘅交流。然後咧，我知道大會嘅活動咧係4點半開始嘅，係有2個 closing keynotes，係同埋今日有一日嘅總結回顧嘅。